It's another thrilling season in the First Division, and now you can enjoy the action all over again. The great goals, the spectacular saves, the triumphs, the disappointments. It's all captured on video. There's your team's season in pictures. Goals galore and saves galore. The best and worst of the season. Plus, race for the championship, how the title was won. Football League videos, official and exclusive. And remember, last season's collection is still available.
World Sports Action presents the official Football League video. The Nottingham Forest story, 1989-90. Last season, Nottingham Forest did the double at Wembley. They collected both the Simod and Littlewoods Cups. Brian Clough's vibrant young team had captured the imagination with their open, direct style of play, geared round the midfield talents of Neil Webb. But in the summer, Webb left for Manchester United in a £1.5 million deal. Clough moved quickly to replace him. He paid Leeds United £650,000 for Irish international John Sheridan. Other arrivals include Andy Marriott from Arsenal, Tony Loughlin and Neil Finn from Leicester. Stuart Cash comes in from Halesowen Town. Leaving the City Ground, Gary Fleming and Russell Bradley. But Sheridan isn't included in the team for the opening games against Aston Villa, Norwich and Millwall. First the Villa on a glorious day at the City Ground.
So an early opportunity for Villa to make capital. Mountfield wasn't picked up and the centre half puts Villa in front. Pearce. It's a good low ball flicked on by Clough. Carr and Chapman somehow turned that over. Carr, nicely done. Plenty of players forward. Crosby looking for the byline. He'll need help now. Pearce is arriving, driven in, and Parker, the equaliser. 1-1.
Phillips, now Fleck. There's room for Norwich to try and exploit now. David Phillips with the cross. Dale Gordon with the goal. Carr, Bowen backpedaling. Chapman lets it run. Hodge. Oh, that's a clever turn by Crosby. Turned in by Chapman. Brian Gunn looked to the linesman and he saw the flag. Pearce. Crosby. Oh, it's fallen for Chapman and this one does count. And Norwich really have shot themselves in the foot there. Bowen. Oh, Fleck must score, but Pearce was given the chance to clear it, which he shouldn't have been. A real let-off for Forest.
Well, that could be interesting. Sutton came and didn't get any length with the punch. Hurlock! I come for Carter! Yes!
It's not a very good start for Forest, just a couple of points from a possible 9, but of course it's still very early days. Now, a special day. Brian Clough's old club, Forest's East Midland rivals, Derby County, come to the City Ground. Coming up, extended highlights of the game.
Pearce setting his sights, and he very nearly found his target. Since Derby came back to the First Division, so he set up again these special East Midlands clashes. Forest have usually had the better of things, with Stuart Pearce often to the fore. Well, dropped over Pearce. Rice, cleverly away from McMinn. Oh, and Blades launched himself then. That was a savage challenge. And the tension starting to show in the tackling. It's going to need some firm refereeing from Joe Worrell. Well, his target was the ball, Blades, but I don't think he minded what else he connected with. Pearce with the free kick. Laws. Not quite the passing style that Brian Clough's teams are renowned for. And one wouldn't expect this season to be any different from past seasons in terms of the basic Forest formation. Heberd, impeded right on the edge of the area by Laws. So a Derby free kick in a situation that might well lead to a problem or two. Well, it's led to a goal, and for my money that's an own goal. Steve Hodge, who was trying to deal with the danger in that near post area. Gary Micklewhite certainly took the free kick, but let's see what exactly happened. Yes, oh, clearly an own goal, and clearly Hodge. Laws. The Derby supporters revelling in the scoreline, but they might not be able to keep that going for very long, because the culprit for Forest nearly sparked what he hoped would be a recovery then. Steve Hodge surging forward from midfield. He always likes to keep his shots low, like that. Hodge, caught from behind by McMinn. He doesn't want to get embroiled in any argy-bargy, unlike some of the players out there. Clough. Chapman had to commit himself for a ball that he could hardly have predicted would have gone in there. It was deflected, but he reached it. Having reached it, he'll be disappointed he didn't put it in. Hodge and Williams. Stays as Derby's ball. Forsyth. Saunders. Williams trying to steer it through. It was a good idea. And Derby, with their confidence boosted by the goal, not just settling for defence. That would be folly, I'm sure. Oh my word, well, that was folly too. Ted McMinn doesn't want any apologies from Pearce. He just want to check whether his legs are both there. And Stuart Pearce came in then like a runaway tank. And really demolished what was in his path, which was Ted McMinn. Well, the problem was that the ball was off the ground, Pearce didn't hold back. Throw from Rice. Pearce. Chapman. Clough. Oh, for Hodge. Joe Worrell has a look. The challenge was by Blades. And I think Hodge had something of a case then. It was smashing football from Forest, but not a penalty at the end of it. Hodge just waiting to round it all off. Well, Blades might have got the ball first, tackling from behind. Rice. Hodge. Oh, Mark Wright couldn't clear it. Crosby has got a goal that Derby will be furious about. Hodge will be feeling a lot happier, almost from the same spot as his own goal came from. He kept on battling there, and Wright wanted it to run. Hodge wouldn't let it. Open goal for Crosby. 1-1, Forest back in business. And really a defender of Wright's quality shouldn't have allowed that to happen. Crosby said thank you very much. McMinn. Crosby. On from Parker. Hodge. Well, he wouldn't expect to beat Shilton from there. It's always special for the England goalkeeper to come back and play at the City Ground, where he was such a hero in great European campaigns. Laws. Shilton again asking for more from Derby. He's worried. Maybe with due cause. Forest are getting stronger and stronger. Chapman! Well, when Lee Chapman first came here, they had to work on his positional play as to where he might attack the ball at corners and from crosses in free play. He came towards the near post that time, made contact. Crosby. 1-1 would represent a good result for Derby, but Pearce is challenging that now with the help of Clough. Forest have worked their way through for a golden goal, really. And however well they play this season, they'll be hard pushed to come up with a bout of interpassing as decisive and as dangerous as that. At the end of it, from Clough's return pass, was Stuart Pearce for a splendid goal. We've had 20 minutes of the second half, and Forest have finally fought their way into the lead, 2-1.
Fine goal from Pearce, Forest's first win of the season. And now London provide the opposition in the form of promoted second division champions Chelsea, followed by the champions, Arsenal.
Given away by Clive Wilson, it was almost as if the pitch was a little too lush for him. Chapman. Besant's out of possession, an amazing goal by Chapman for Forest. Dixon. Dickens heads it back in. Jury! It was sliced in rather, but it found its target. That's Kerry Dixon, who got in front of Foster at the near post. And Chelsea, having been a goal down, are now 2-1 in front. Dixon's strength and persistence made sure the ball was his. Now Pearce. Oh, a slip by Roberts! And another goal for Chapman. 2-2.
Driven long by Lukic. Pearce is underneath that. Picked up by Thomas. Here's Dixon well forward. He's ghosted past Stuart Pearce all too comfortably. Son completely missed the cross. Merson scores. Arsenal go in front. Clough. This is a little more promising. Here's Stuart Parker. Having a little look and setting his sights. Oh, that's a glorious strike. 1-1. Parker the scorer. Thomas. Rocastle. That's a lovely ball in. Smith. There are players free on the far side. One of them is Marwood, who must score. 80 minutes on the clock and Arsenal are back in front.
Now Forest begin their defence of the Littlewoods Cup with a home tie against Huddersfield. At last they give John Sheridan the chance in the team, but they're still held to a 1-1 draw. It's Colin Foster's last game for the club. He goes to West Ham for £750,000. And John Sheridan is again out in the cold for the next two games, Crystal Palace away and Charlton at home.
Goldrick headed straight to him by Walker. Oh, and Wright! Ian Wright, who really is looking the part in the First Division, and that could win it for Palace.
Clough is square in field with a bit of space. Parker and Laws, the right fullback, joining in. Thought for a moment he might hit it. He has done, and he scored. Brian Laws. Well, he took everybody by surprise. Hodge. Not too much urgency about it. Forest still lead by a goal to nil. Oh, that's beautifully done. And Chapman, the finish that the run deserved.
And Forest's league position is improving. They're 12th in the table now with 9 points, 6 adrift of the leaders, Liverpool. In the second leg of the Littlewoods Cup, the match at Huddersfield ends in a 3-3 draw. Forest go through, though, on the away goals rule. And Forest has to travel again for the next two league games, to Coventry and then down to London to play Wimbledon.
Kilcline was beaten by Chapman. This is Crosby taking on Peake, who couldn't prevent the shot going in, and nor too could a Grizovic. That's a goal for Gary Crosby. Rice, 2-0.
Fairweather and Dennis Wise over the ball. Wise usually swings them in from this sort of distance and range. Oh, it's Fairweather. Fashionu's the target, and Young came in. Eric Young. Crosby. It's not the best cross, but they've got Hodge in, and that's the equaliser. Wise robbed by Wilson, and Starbuck's away. Chapman's on the near post. Hodge and Parker driven in for number 2. Gary Parker. Starbuck, that's a good ball. Crosby's away. Phelan's chasing. So too is Scales. Will they catch him? Well, over he goes, and that's a penalty. Sager's none too impressed. Two minutes left, and Pearce with a chance to tie it up for Forest. Doesn't miss too many. 3-1. Stuart Pearce.
Another draw in the Littlewoods Cup. No goals at Crystal Palace in the third round. A replay will be arranged after they played Queen's Park Rangers, managed by former hero Trevor Francis.
Well, Hodge did well to find a pass from that position, and it's put Gary Crosby in the clear. And he's scored! Typical Forest counter-attack. Sinton. Not much cover on Laws, and Sinton exposes that with a cracking goal for Queen's Park Rangers. by McDonald, back by Hodge. Chapman, will he reach it first? He will, and David Seaman got to it but couldn't stop it. Clark, hit on the run by Paul Wright, and the substitute has struck for Queen's Park Rangers with just a minute left.
That last-minute goal deprives Forest of victory, but the league position is improving. Forest are 9th. And now for that replay against Crystal Palace. Amazingly, it's Forest's 13th Littlewoods Cup match in just 2 seasons.
Good to see Gary Crosby back in the action after missing more than half of last season with injury. Clough, fiercely struck ball, and here's one for Steve Hodge inside the penalty area. Hodge in the very first minute of the game scores for Forest. What a start! Steve Hodge, past fit only this morning, celebrates in the perfect manner. Brilliant start for Forest. Lovely build-up as well, involving Nigel Clough, but the finish exemplary from Hodge. 10 minutes have gone, nicely taken on the chest by Bright, and Wright running through the middle, but Des Walker had read that situation perfectly. Chapman just nudging the ball back for Parker. Now Laws, what a lovely ball from Laws. Crosby is trying to get in between. Oh, what a mistake! Disastrous mistake! Nigel Clough says thanks very much. And that really was awful defending from Crystal Palace. Nothing Suckling can do except go and retrieve the ball. And Clough, who struck 3 years ago against Palace, has struck again, but he'll never get an easier offering than this one. Crosby was trying to chase onto the long ball from Brian Laws. Pemberton, going back with his goalkeeper, ran it into the path of Nigel Clough right in front of goal. Walker lopes forward. Well, he's gone a long way, and Des Walker gets into a position. Here's Walker inside the area. Brave goalkeeping. Could still come for Chapman. Can he thump it in? Still here. Gaynor, Walker, and it just will not go in this time. Palace surviving by the skin of their teeth. And roared on by Forest crowd. Pearce thumps one in. What a goal! Super strike from England's left back. The goal just had to come. 18 minutes gone. The fans salute. And Forest are turning it into a memorable night. They're 3 up. Well, just about everybody was involved, but Pearce didn't need any assistance with that one. Beautifully struck. Parker. The dash down the left touchline is from Pearce, and he's meant to aim at in the middle as well. This could kill them off. It's 4. Surely now they are dead. Pearce delivered the cross once more. They were torn to ribbons down that left touchline. And Stuart Pearce takes the credit once again. Parker played him into an excellent position. And the hard-driven cross from Stuart Pearce here gets the deflection from the Palace defender. Oh, and down the middle goes Gaynor. Shaw hustling him. Shaw just doing enough, but not to the referee's liking. It's a free kick against Richard Shaw. Now, can Forest make it 5? Well, Pearce certainly wants to have a crack. Looks as though Clough might backheel it to him. Well, Parker's there as well. Pearce looking for some space. Here it was a back heel, and Pearce's strike! Splendid save, but it's in the net now, and that's 5. Hodge has his second, but look at the back heel from Clough. Cracking drive from Pearce, the follow-up from Handy Hodge.
There's transfer activity. After only one full appearance in a Forest shirt, John Sheridan is sold to Sheffield Wednesday for £500,000. And ironically, Sheridan makes his debut against Forest at the City Ground.
Hodge. Now Clough. A chance for Forest to move forward with some menace here with Gaynor. Clough. It just scraped the outside of the post. Atkinson. Well, he got to it a second time and a third. Sheffield Wednesday so close. Bennett as they work the corner short. Here's Harper. Poured out by Sutton. Atkinson with a chance. Off the post. Oh, an own goal. Wilson. What a present for Sheffield Wednesday, who've scored only 2 in their first 11 games of the season.
What a fortnight coming up. A Manchester double. City at Main Road to follow. First, United at Old Trafford before the ITV live cameras.
It's Parker. Ince. Forward to McClare. Ince again. That's a delightful ball by Ince. And Robson on the move. Played now to Hughes. And just wide of the Forest goal. But a stunning move there by Manchester United. Blackmore. It's going to be a corner. Plenty of red shirts are up. It's a good jump there by Robson, but he didn't make a connection. Clough, just a little back header for Rice. Only Crosby is up. Martin has come across. Ince is backing him up. Parker's through there. Oh, my goodness, within a foot of being an own goal by Pallister. Yes. Touchdown by Hodge. Now Rice. It's Parker. Chapman. Clough. Opening up for him here. Beautiful save by Leighton. He hit that with great power. And Leighton was in sparkling form here. A terrific save. Parker. Pierce. Get a 1-2 going. Now Parker again. Charged down by Bruce, probably with his head. Still with Parker. Now with Clough. Looking for that opening again. Now with Crosby. And again, good work by Leighton. And some sharp attacking play again by Forest.
Yes, this looks... This is a good effort, this is a good save.
Wallace. Robson. Hughes get in there, no, it was Chettle who got it away, but not much of a respite. Blackmore playing it back in, and pushed away brilliantly by Crossley. Both goalkeepers in astounding form this afternoon. There's another cross coming in there. Crossley gathered it safely. A 20-year-old Yorkshire boy from Barnsley. And once Clayton Blackmore put this one in, Forest were struggling. Until the save by Crossley. Phelan. Des Walker, missed kick by him, falls for Hughes. Now McClare, touched by him, plays it to Wallace on the far side. Oh! There's a bad challenge there by Laws. Oh my goodness. He was very lucky to escape with just a word. Might still be punished as we play time added on at the end of the first half. Martin playing it in towards Steve Bruce with a header! And it's in there! United in the lead on the stroke of half-time. The long free kick played in, up goes Bruce, Pallister following it in, and Pallister gets the touch over the line. Ron?
I think there'll be some arguing in the dressing room over who's going to claim that goal.
Could be a vital afternoon for United if they can just secure these 3 points. And will show a nation of football followers that there's not an awful lot that's wrong with this club. And there's certainly not much wrong with Forest either. Hughes, a terrific save! Great work by young Mark Crossley, and a fabulous shot from Mark Hughes.
Colin Hendry, Manchester City's new acquisition from Blackburn Rovers, cost nearly £750,000. Chapman. Oh, Crosby's away. He's left Hendry there, who's motoring to get back at him, but Crosby's in, and that will be a penalty. Disastrous start for Hendry. So, the manager's son, Nigel Clough, from the spot. 1-0 Forest, no problem. Chapman, with Hendry at his back. Hodge. Crosby with some space on the right. Clough. Oh, that's brilliant. World-class finishing from Nigel Clough. But Nab with the kick. Hendry! Oh, he would have liked that to have gone in. Perhaps atone for the earlier error. Hendry, robbed by Parker. And here is Parker. He's away, looking for some support. And he'll have to go all the way on his own. Oh, he hit the post. Well, what's happening here? Hinchcliffe may very well have been sent off in the last minute. Crosby. Forest again with plenty forward. Here's Parker, who's been involved in nearly everything they've done. Rice is in the clear. Here he is. This could be 3. It is 3-0 with what could be the last kick of the match.
Forest are 11th with 19 points, 8 away from the top team, Arsenal. But the impressive Littlewoods Cup run continues with a 1-0 win over Everton. It's a disputed goal though, with Neville Southall penalised for time wasting, Lee Chapman scoring the winner from the free kick. And there's an immediate rematch against the men from Merseyside.
Everton, you can sense, still seething from that controversial Littlewoods Cup exit. Here's Hodge. Oh, over he goes. More controversy here. Was that a penalty? Keown was late with the challenge. Oh, no doubt about it. Clough against Southall, just. The keeper was unlucky.
Now Manchester City are defeated again in the Zenith Cup. 3-2, Pearce, Carr and Crosby get the goals. The next league opposition includes Aston Villa, Norwich and Southampton. Against the Saints, Forest give a debut to the Icelandic international, Orliksson.
Cowans to take the free kick. McGrath! Olney! Great start for Villa. 2 minutes gone. Chettle got it across and Chapman steered it in for the equaliser. Outfield. Olney. Cowans for Platt. Oh, that's a wonderful finish from David Platt. Forest were opened up through the middle.
Chapman, that's a nice touch. That's not. Townsend jumping. Parker looking for Clough. He'll have to take it on the run and quickly. He did well with it. Townsend. Crook. Bowen's gone on ahead of him. That's intended for the full-back. Now can he finish it? Oh, that's a glorious goal. Scored by Mark Bowen. Carved out by Ian Crook. Into a bit of a mess. Parker, here's Crosby. Clough all the way across the line to Brian Rice. Oof, he wasn't too far away.
not just Toddy Allickson's league debut, it's his first game for the club in a competitive match. Letitia waited. Pearce never does that. And Hodge has reaped the benefit here. Chapman up with him. But Hodge needs no help. Rice. Hodge sets off and gets there before Osman. Now Crosby. Allickson had the first shot, Chapman the second. And Nottingham Forest lead by 2.
Forest are 10th. They're level with Derby and Everton, but 11 away from Arsenal at the very top. In the Zenith Cup, Forest lose to Villa, this despite taking the lead through Stuart Pearce. It's Lee Chapman's last game for the club. He goes to Leeds for £400,000. And now there are away games at Luton and Tottenham. The game against Spurs is Brian Clough's 1,000th as a manager.
Oh dear, Luton will have to be more accurate than that. Clough. Here's Jemson, Hodge in space on the far side. And Forrester in front. Very simple, Hodge the scorer. Pearce, Hodge, Pearce and Jemson's free, the young striker. Oh, he should have done better than that. Chamberlain quickly forward as Luton continue to chase it. Cook. Oh, nicely done. A chance here for Luton. That's the equaliser. His first goal for the club.
Samways with the corner for Tottenham. Howells helps it on, Lineker! Forrest fell for it. Pearce. Pearce with the cross. Clough, oh, Menz has lost it. And Clough got a second chance. Nicely done by Stewart. Samways just a little tight by Tottenham in their own half, and Forest are buzzing again. Here's Hodge, still Hodge, goal, Crosby. Tottenham never really recovered. They're 2-1 down. Well, audaciously done by Gascoigne. Great save by Sutton from Lineker. So the double substitution is made with Walsh and Stevens coming on. And Tottenham looking to reorganise, but they haven't done it. They were disorganised and really punished by Gary Parker. Gascoigne. Spurs certainly have shown a lot of character here and a lot of skill. Gascoigne's crossed just a little too deep. Oh, and there's one for Lineker that will stand. Sutton feels he was fouled. Is the time though for Tottenham.
Winger Franz Carr leaves for a 3-month loan at Sheffield Wednesday with a view to a permanent move later on. What a game, though, to enter a new decade. Forest welcome Liverpool to the City Ground. Again, the ITV Live cameras are there.
Hodge coming to this side of the field. Laws trying to rifle it through towards Clough. Clough in there with Grobbelaar. Got the better of him. Against the post. And Liverpool will claim that there was a foul on their goalkeeper. But the referee had a good long look at it and decided that there was no foul on the goalkeeper, and Clough very unlucky not to have put Forest into the lead here.
I think young Nigel was entitled to go for that. There was no question of Brucey having it. Very unlucky because it was an acute angle. He did all he could.
Well, let's have a look at Grobbelaar here. He obviously had some trouble there. It was the knee that injured in the little clash with Nigel Clough, and he's obviously still feeling it. Meantime, here's Peter Beardsley. Tricked his man beautifully. Rush waiting in the middle. That's the goal for Liverpool. Ian Rush, the scorer. A fantastic breakaway goal by Liverpool.
Well, it's the usual, isn't it? While everybody's looking at Bruce Grobbelaar's knee, everybody looking at it, and Liverpool go away, 3 passes and the ball's in the back of the net. Ian Rush, superb execution. Great cross by Peter Beardsley. Super goal.
Orlickson. Beaten by Barnes. Finds Beardsley. There could be problems here for Forest. Barnes again. Crossed in again towards Rush. A brilliant goal. And trouble there certainly was. A combination of Beardsley, Barnes and Rush was quite irresistible. And Forest find themselves 2 down. A lovely ball in. The pace of Rush. Hanson's header. In goes Hodge. Jensen flicking it back for Parker. There's Crosby on this flank again. Just in there towards Hodge, who's in there. And it's in there! Stevie Hodge for Nottingham Forest. Well, there was a good cross in by Crosby. And Hodge, who only stands 5'7", got in amongst the big defenders and got the telling header in. And from the other side of the field, watch the number 6. There's his header beyond the diving Grobbelaar, and Forest are back in the game. Forest 1, Liverpool 2. Hodge. And a Forest throw. Hodge. Has made the difference, Hodge, in this second half. Jensen backing away, he's given a penalty. Jensen brought down there, and referee Al Butch had no hesitation running to the spot. And Nigel Clough now.
Don't think there was any question about this being a penalty.
Or as it was who brought him down.
We were right, Brown. We agree with the referee.
Now Clough from the penalty spot with an opportunity of making it 2-2. Clough against Grobbelaar. It's 2-2. This is some Forest comeback now. 2 goals in the opening quarter of an hour of the second half when they looked dead and buried at half-time by a Liverpool side that had given them nothing. And now they've conceded 2 in 15 minutes. Jensen, will he get a shot in here? He has! Tipped away by Grobbelaar. Jensen's been a real star in this second half. And it's Hussein, I think, who's injured there. He's caused so much trouble to experienced defenders like Hansen and Hussein. And there's his shot, which brought out the best of Grobbelaar.
Now Forest fall at the first hurdle in the FA Cup. They lose 1-0 at home to Manchester United. Back in the league, it's Millwall who provide the next opposition.
Off goes Hodge. Salmon. Oh, and Wood let it run under his foot. And Clough scores. Millwall just can't afford to give away goals like that. Laws. Norwich. Brian Laws. That may well have put it out of Millwall's reach. Now Hodge. Pearce, always such a faithful servant in support, but it's Hodge who goes outside this time. Oh, it's over Brannigan, and the linesman says it had crossed the line. Millwall feel hard done by, but it's 3-0. Oh look, good running here by Salmon, and a good cross too. Sheringham jumping with the goalkeeper, Cascarino's shot, Sheringham! Millwall deserve something from the game, but that may well have come too late for them.
And Forest beginning to find a bit of form. They're fifth now, and that's the best position of the season so far. A familiar story though in the Littlewoods Cup fifth round tie against Spurs. It ends in a 2-2 draw. At one stage, Forest were 2 up. There's a new signing. David Curry comes in from Barnsley. Curry's among the substitutes at a packed baseball ground for the East Midlands derby.
Good challenge from Walker. Derby still in possession. It's just good pressure. Harford appeals for handball, waved aside. Oh, Sutton made a very good save, and again. Parker, very deep. Almost at walking pace. Oh, it's a lovely ball. Hodge is in here, and Hodge has scored into the bottom corner, and Shilton couldn't get near it. Oh, Jemson, he's away from right, and a chance here for the young man to register his first goal for Forest. He has. Jemson, 2-0. Ebbard, men forward. Saunders, and again. How on earth did that stay out? And still the pressure hasn't subsided. It has now. Sutton grateful to collect. Ebbard, that's a lovely touch. McCord in here. And Sutton again in the right place. Ebbard, great strike. McCord's ball in. Forest with their backs to the wall here. Wright will try one. Jemson battling with his hind march. Oh, that's a lovely touch. Clip the bar.
Great satisfaction. That's the double over Derby, and it sets Forest up nicely for the Littlewoods Cup replay at White Hart Lane.
Mitchell Thomas is playing at left back. He was in midfield against Arsenal at Highbury. So one or two little tactical variations from Terry Venables. Pat Van den Hauwe wearing 3 but playing at right back. Paul Allen. It's an awkward one for Steve Sutton. Naeem follows in. What a start! Well, the manager has got the selection right so far. Steve Sutton had to go for it. He played so splendidly in the first game, and Naeem just rammed it in. Polston. Now Clough. Oh, and that deflected off Polston for Crosby, and another one goes a-begging for Nottingham Forest. Clough was looking for a different sort of pass, but it deflected off Polston perfectly for Crosby. And the Littlewoods Cup holders might rue that one. It was Chettle who saw the pass from Naeem coming. Clough leading the breakout for Forest. This time it is a genuine counter-attack as opposed to just an attack. Crosby, and it's brought the equaliser from Hodge. And Forest certainly deserve it. So Steve Hodge comes back to White Hart Lane and makes a point perhaps to Terry Venables. He flew into the middle to pilfer the goal, and Crosby, who's missed a couple of chances, certainly cut Tottenham apart to make that one for Hodge. Polston backpedaling, but Crosby got it across, and Hodge was flying in. Hodge can clear and bends the pass superbly for Crosby. Oh, and there's a man over here, it's Jemson, found by Parker. Sedgley trying to hold him up, Jemson trying to get past him. He's done that. Oh my word! Terrific goal. And Nottingham Forest have done it again. They have broken the length of the pitch, and Tottenham will have talked about how you can get caught out by them, and still they haven't been able to stop it. But Jemson was a jewel here. He slipped Sedgley and then hammered it into the roof of the net. A goal at Derby on Saturday, that was his first for the club in a senior game, and a second, a splendid one, at White Hart Lane. Handball by Clough. Be a good time for Paul Walsh to regain his goal-scoring touch. He might do it here! Oh, he has! What an arrival! Only his second goal of the season. The last one was against Arsenal here in October. But from Terry Venables' viewpoint, a superb substitution. 2-2. At White Hart Lane, just as it was at the City Ground. Howells went in bravely and got the run against Chettle. Mistake by Polston. Oh, and Hodge has collected it. My word, you have to hand it to Nottingham Forest. What resilience. Lesser teams would have been dreadfully affected by losing that lead, but they've got it back again. Tottenham seemed to freeze. They thought Hodge handled perhaps. Nobody else did who mattered in terms of referee or linesman. And Steve Hodge has got his second. Nottingham Forest have got their third. Terry Venables made the point before this game that the duel between Walker and Lineker was of paramount importance. Lineker certainly won it a week ago, but Walker's had the upper hand for the most part tonight. Lineker gets a shot in this time, and Sutton was able to keep it out, and that just shows how total the concentration has to be. And Walker couldn't prevent Lineker shooting with real power.
A splendid night's work. Next, it's Coventry in the semi-final, but before that, Cup victims Palace in the league.
That wall still doesn't look back 10 yards. And who would want to take up a position in that, confronting Stuart Pearce? Oh, Clough came round the other side and scored. Surprised everybody. Nigel Clough. Parker and Hodge is in the clear. Here he is. Steve Hodge for 2-0. You just can't give him that sort of space. Palace punished for not picking him up. Hodge, nice little ball in. Clough. There are players waiting on the far post for the cross. Parker and Jemson. 3-3 for Jemson, and 3-0 here. Well, can Palace pick up a consolation? We're into the last minute. Salah goes away. Well, that's 3-1, but it's come far too late for Crystal Palace.
Now, the Littlewoods Cup semi-final. 2 matches against Coventry. Forest have home advantage in the first.
From short to Hodge. Back again to Crosby. Now for Pearce. A little flick in by him. Oh, was that handball? Yes, it was a handball by Regis. That may have been the wind took the ball and wrong-footed Cyril Regis. Regis claims it came off his thigh. The linesman, who was in a good position to see, well, Saint?
Well, it looks very dicey from this angle, certainly. It looks as if Cyril had his arm out and was trying to get it away, and it may have hit his thigh as well.
Well, Nigel Clough, who scored a penalty in the final last year against Luton, now has the perfect possibility to put Forest ahead in this semi-final against Coventry this season. Clough against Brizovic. It's 1-0 Forest. Well, hit straight at the goalkeeper, who dived one way and into the net it went. Wasn't the best of penalties, actually. Towards Regis, but it was Pearce who got a not very convincing clearance in, but it found Parker, who in turn finds Clough holding off Peake, bringing in Ulrichsen. Now what sort of cross can he produce? One for Nigel Clough, it ricochets there, and Jemson lost his feet and couldn't quite finish it off. There was a good chance there for Nottingham Forest, Ian St John.
Well, marvellous play by Nigel Clough in the first instance, and got the return pass, had the shot, ricochet there, and as you say there, Jensen couldn't really get his feet to the ball and just skidded off and through to the goalkeeper.
Chipped in once more. Ulrichsen, poor header. Straight to Dobson! And Livingston! Coventry are level. The goal man of the moment, Steve Livingston. 4 against Sunderland, 1 against Chelsea last week, and after that, poor header out by Ulrichsen. Dobson playing it in, and suddenly Livingston is there first before Sutton, and it's tied up at 1-1. Ian St John.
An excellent goal, we have to say. What a terrible, terrible mistake by Ulrichsen in the first instance. But there, that's good striking, isn't it?
Clough. He's striving now to make this home advantage play, having been pulled back to 1-1. Johnson trying to turn Kilcline, and Kilcline giving him a little shove in the back. And so there'll be a free kick now to Forest on the edge of the Coventry box. Nigel Clough with a penalty, Steve Livingston with an equaliser. Standing at 1-1. With a little over 10 minutes of this Littlewoods Cup semi-final first leg remaining. Well, it might be a Clough curler here, it might be a Pearce blast. Oh, a tremendous goal by the Forest captain Stuart Pearce. Fantastic free kick goal with blistering power from Stuart Pearce. Wham! Against the crossbar, behind, nothing a Brizovic could do about it. Ian St John.
What a real stunner of a goal that was, Brian. That was a beauty. He won't hit many like that in his career. Certainly won't hit many better.
And against his old club, Coventry City.
Forest voted that goal from Pearce the goal of the season. Next, it's First Division action with Chelsea at the City Ground.
Jemson, Chelsea were pulling their defences forward to try and get an offside then. But Jemson gets in his cross and Orlickson collects a goal for Nottingham Forest. Bumstead. Here's Roberts. Still Roberts. Well, he wants to take them all on. Oh, it's a great run. Really, shades of the old Tottenham days from the barnstorming Graham Roberts.
Forest drop a couple of home points, but they're still fourth in the table. There's a 10-point gap between them and the leaders Liverpool. Second leg of the Littlewoods Cup semi-final finishes in a goalless draw. That means Forest are back at Wembley for the second successive year. Next league match is at home to Manchester City. City desperate for points in their fight against relegation.
Here's Parker. And it's Crosby coming round the back, and Dibble got it at the second attempt. Oh, and Crosby's pinched the... Oh, has he given the goal? He has! My word! Gary Crosby! And Dibble is livid! And Manchester City have surrounded the referee, Roger Gifford. This is what happened. Well, the ball was only resting on one hand. Was it in his grasp? The referee said no. And now they've gone across to the linesman, and Manchester City with Andy Dibble still livid, but Howard Kendall prepared to get involved as well, and he could get himself into serious trouble here. They can't believe it, Manchester City. Dibble had the ball resting on the palm of his right hand, but that, Gary Crosby realised, wasn't a full control of the ball.
That Gary Crosby goal is seen by a worldwide audience. They'll argue about it for years. Brian Clough signs another non-league player, Ian Wone from Runcorn, for £70,000. And now come matches against the champions Arsenal, Coventry, they'll be out for revenge after that cup knockout, and Charlton, another team battling at the foot of the table. Let's start at Highbury.
Richardson with the kick. Bowled on the near post, often the target, and Adams running in on the edge of the penalty area. Smith was there as well. Oh! They all stood and waited, and Groves was the quickest to react, and Arsenal's goal famine is over. Adams! This is Richardson again. Into Smith. Flicked on towards Campbell. Yes! Parker. That's a good little ball for Clough. Good tackle. Well, I thought it was. I cannot agree with the referee's decision, I have to say. I thought that was a very clean challenge by Tony Adams on Nigel Clough. And I must say, in my book, Forest are lucky to get a penalty there. Lukic waits, and Lukic saves it. And frankly, I think justice has been done. Well, he's made a name for himself for saving penalties over the years, John Lukic. In fact, he might have to save another one, because the referee has said that he moved too soon. Well, he probably did marginally, but what goalkeeper doesn't? Well, Mr. Nixon is not popular now in Highbury. Having made that splendid save, he's got to face the penalty again. Well, astonishing drama in the final couple of minutes here. Nigel Clough again against Lukic. And he's missed it. Well, isn't it astonishing?
Burrows. Coventry really passing the ball around neatly now. And a very confident start to the game from them. Orlickson should have dealt with that, but Gallagher kept on running and collected the goal. Smith. Coventry really looking to avenge that disappointment in the Littlewoods Cup semi-final. Smith's cross. Speedy! That's a magnificent header! Coventry working the corner short between Smith and Gallagher. Smith centre, Drinkle's header, and it's 3-0. Kevin Drinkle this time. Drinkle, delightful touch. Speedy! Oh, he's totally fooled Sutton. 4-0 to Coventry. Laws. Here's Clough. Pearce. Coventry starting to move out. But Curry's got there to sweep in his first goal for Forest. Jemson and Gaynor, both substitutes involved. Here's Crosby. Laws can line up another one. That's absolutely unstoppable.
Taken short. Well, that's nicely done. Lee's in. And Williams! Well, that won't please Brian Clough. Forest were standing watching shadows. McLaughlin chasing with Clough. And the big fella in charge. Oh, that's an awful back pass. Jemson's in. And Hodge on his backside makes it 1-1.
A late equaliser by Steve Hodge produces a point for Forest. They're fifth and really too far away to make an impact at the top of the table. Transfer deadline day approaches. Mark Smith arrives from the Scottish club Dunfermline, but Brian Clough's attempts to sign Kingsley Black are thwarted by Luton Town. Franz Carr returns from his loan spell at Sheffield Wednesday. He's in the Forest team to face two West London sides, Queen's Park Rangers and Wimbledon.
And Sinton embarking on a run. Help from Wegerle. Oh, and Sinton's got it back again, and he scored! Oh, and it's Barker with a free strike! Simon Barker, it flew in!
15 minutes on the watch. Young, the target with space, and Wise! Oh, thumped in! Great goal!
Wimbledon are tough away from home, but it's a bad month for Forest, only 4 points from 6 games. It's a worrying lack of confidence with the Littlewoods Cup final just 4 weeks away, and improvements needed with tough games against Everton and Spurs coming up.
It's the determination in midfield of Whiteside that wins possession back for Everton, and now Beagrie on a fine run. Oh, he's gone through all of them. Walker denied him in the end, but now Sharp finds Beagrie again, and Cotty's in there. What a run that was by Beagrie. He took on about 5 Forest defenders. And in it goes to Cotty again, and he's onside here. And he pulls it back, and it's number 2 for Whiteside. 2 goals in a minute for Everton. Beagrie with the kick. Oh, it's a difficult one, and on the far post it's gone in, yes! Norman Whiteside has given Everton the perfect flourish with which to end the half. 4 minutes to go. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Sheedy, a glorious ball. Sharp. Oh, Everton didn't get the finish they wanted from Graham Sharp, but the danger hasn't gone. Nevin. Sharp again. Cotty! They've got the finish they wanted now, and the man of the match has got the 4th goal, his second.
Gascoigne. Well, Paul Stewart has got a goal for Tottenham, and Forest wonder how that happened. Spurs have played with such a purpose earlier in the season. We'd be talking championships now, and Paul Allen has forced in a second. They really are on song. Stewart, he's wrong-footed Gascoigne this time. Jemson shot, Torsvett's lost it, first to it is Steve Hodge. Forest come alive again. Gascoigne waiting for movement from Lineker away on this near side. And that's Paul Allen, and the goalkeeper couldn't keep it out, although it was quite close to him.
So the poor run continues. Forest slip to 11th in the table. That's 4 defeats in a row. Not the sort of preparation you want when your next match is at Anfield.
And Ronnie Rosenthal, who can't stop scoring goals, starts a match at Anfield for the first time. Carr, nice turn. He's overdone that. Hansen. Barnes. Oh, this is very familiar. Good ball, and Rosenthal! That's his 4th goal of the season, and very well taken. Staunton. Rosenthal, whose pace is beginning to worry Nottingham Forest. Driven long, Rush was the target. Whelan, McMahon calling, here he is, deflected for 2-0. Doesn't want to give that ball back. His side trail 2-0. Driven long. Barnes against the bar. Alan Hansen. Here's Rush. Hodge at his back. Carr. Clough. Well, Forest were 2 down against Liverpool at the City Ground and came back for a 2-2 draw. Can they do it here? Well, there's one of them, Hodge. Well, it's on now. Rush, nice touch, and Rosenthal's away again. Pearce trying to get back at him. Oh, Crossley did well. Barnes off the line by Pearce. Jemson battling, and he's still there. Oh, that's 2-2. Jemson the scorer. Burrows, Barnes hugging the left flank. Burrows has gone on. That's nicely done. Rush, so's that. Oh, off the line again by Pearce.
A point at Anfield is a splendid achievement and a major confidence booster. A couple of days later, it's Luton at home, and then a trip to Southampton.
Here's Clough. Forest again forward in numbers. Here's Carr. Oh, it's a lovely strike by Carr. Not his favourite foot, but he caught it beautifully. Parker's corner. Hodge. Well, Luton survive for the time being. Carr again, the goal scorer. And Parker's in on the far side for 2-0. It's gone in. Came short, Parker. It's very well done. Clough with his back to goal. Good turn, 3-0.
And away goes Barry Horn. Wallace is up with him and has banged it past Crossley. Letizier's corner. Oh, Crossley starting to come, didn't get there, Rodney Wallace did, and that's his second.
Now the Littlewoods Cup final. Brian Clough says the only person certain to make the trip to Wembley is the coach driver. But Steve Sutton's back in goal. Nigel Jempson gets his first taste of Wembley, partnering Nigel Clough up front.
Jempson again, oh, good turn. Bought himself a bit of pace and a bit of space, and Parker gets a corner for Forest, their first of the game. Well, the signal for Steve Chettle to come forward. They've left Des Walker back. And they played it short to Hodge. Quick-witted, getting there just before anybody from Oldham had reacted. And they get another corner. Mike Milligan. Great little captain he's turning out to be in a splendid season he's having. There's another corner coming in, a flick on by Hodge that time. And Carr pushed away well by Rhodes. Well, we can't complain about the brightness of this start. A great break by Oldham in the first minutes. A fine save by Andy Rhodes there as the ball comes to Franz Carr again. A deep across this time. Hodge is on the far side. Well, Hodge got a header to it. And we've had two good breaks now by Forest.
Yeah, good effort by Steve Hodge. He started very well. This was the first corner. And a lovely flick on, and Franz Carr gets up, believe it or not, and produces a good save by the keeper.
But Oldham at the moment looking assured, as Owen brings it forward again. Picks out Adams, who's still on that far side. An accurate ball in for Ritchie now. Good play this, and the shot by Ritchie! Flicked away well by Steve Sutton. Hit in towards Parker. Good shot! Oh, terrific bit of goalkeeping. What a splendid shot by Parker. When he let that one go, he must have felt that this is the goal, but Andy Rhodes was there. Chettle versus Bunn. Bunn won that one, but Laws hits it forward again for Carr. Will it bounce kindly for Franz Carr? It might yet. Just wide! In fact, it deflected off a defender for a corner to Forest. Two or three times in that little move of Franz Carr's, you thought, surely this is the moment, surely this must be it. Then just that little deflection took it wide. Another Oldham throw. Warhurst. Forest can't get into their own half at the moment. Well, they've got a goal kick now as Frankie Bunn's shot goes way, way over the top.
That was not a good striker's effort by Frank Bunn. It was a good knockdown by Andy Ritchie. Really, Frank Bunn leant back in rather an amateurish style. One has to say that for a man who has scored goals. And that was a pretty poor effort. But he seems to be troubled to me. He seems to be a little bit wary, does Frank?
Well, suddenly Clough's way up forward now, and Jempson with a chance for Forest. He's done it! Forest have snatched the lead. With Nigel Jempson, the manager, quite unmoved, the goalkeeper quite perplexed, and the fans absolutely overjoyed.
It's a great ball from Nigel Clough, Brian. And Jempson's through on his own. He doesn't really make good contact with it first time, but the second time he makes no mistake. And what's really incredible about it is that Oldham might have been one up themselves half a minute earlier, and there's Jempson putting Forest on the road.
And the back pass by Warhurst was firmly struck, needed to be. Up goes Walker, beats Ritchie in the air. Milligan. Here's Hodge. Forest flying at the moment. Nobody more so than Franz Carr. Into Jempson again. He tried to turn on the ball, and Barlow getting it back as Crosby came in, and Rhodes bravely standing his ground. Good start to the second half by Forest. Carr's cross in. Jempson was looking to turn his man. That was
was tough on the keeper, but he's just shaken off that challenge of Crosby. 20 minutes of the game left. Forest still leading by a goal to nil. Paul Warhurst with the free kick towards Andy Ritchie, flicked on by him towards Palmer. Oh my goodness, how did that stay out? Palmer got a touch. Sutton's arms were flailing. I'm not sure whether he got a touch or not. And Adams, who was coming in at the far post, just failed to get what would have been the simplest of tap-ins. But they've got a corner. Must have come off Sutton. That time it's back again for Holden to cross it in once more. Lower this time. Pearce needed to get that one away. Adams with the header, and that time it's easy.
I think we'll find it was actually a great save by Steve Sutton. I think it's a very well taken free kick. Ball gets knocked in, and there you'll
Palmer's
watch
touch.
this Palmer's touch, and he does.
Just got a touch.
It's a great save.
Well, there's nobody available. He's surrounded by blue. Oof, that's got to be a free kick. That was not the most sensible thing for the Oldham skipper to be doing. So 4 in the wall. Parker's poised there as well.
I think it's pretty certain that Stewart's going to have a woof at this, though.
There goes Stuart Pearce. Terrific bit of goalkeeping again. Saw it late. He's played really well, Andy Rhodes.
Yeah, it's a great save by Andy Rhodes. I think the thing you can say is that he predicted the situation.
We're into time added on at the end of 90 minutes now. It's with Gary Parker. A chance to push Carr forward, and the flag has stayed down. Parker's trying to get up in support. He's still with Franz Carr. The shot straight at Andy Rhodes, who couldn't have been far from the man of the match himself. Referees looked at the watch again. He played almost a minute of time added on. Barlow playing it forward. Chettle couldn't get to it, but Sutton does. And that may be the last alarm for Nottingham Forest. Forest are the winners of the Littlewoods Cup for 1990. The goal by Nigel Jemson, 47 minutes. Enough to stifle the dreams and the hopes of a splendid second division club. Brian Clough does it again.
Another winning smile from the skipper, Stuart Pearce. Forest triumphant once again. What a record Forest have in the Littlewoods Cup. And this time, the manager stays on the field to witness the occasion. And now Forest complete the league season against Manchester United. United also have a Wembley date booked in the FA Cup. The last match, it's away to Sheffield Wednesday. They're looking for points to avoid relegation. First, United at home.
Crosby. Laws crosses it in. Jemson, a chance maybe to set up Gaynor, but Parker shoots! And what a start for Nottingham Forest. Gary Parker. Pearce has found another route to goal. This set-piece specialist. Manchester United don't really know what's hit them here, and Crosby is away. Jemson and Clough deflected over Leighton, it's 3. Laws, and off Bruce for a corner. Worked short by Forest. Leighton's in trouble and couldn't recover when it was headed back in by Steve Chettle. 4 goals in the first half of the first half. Parker. The extra man is Brian Laws. Impeded by King. Well, the Wednesday supporters bore their disappointment to that decision, but it was a clear-cut one. Well, Pearce is the favourite here, although Nigel Clough might have a say. And Gary Parker is the third player around the ball for Forest. In fact, Clough's gone away now. And here goes Pearce. Through the wall, into the corner! And that is disastrous for Sheffield Wednesday. Chris Turner saw it late. And there's an interesting point here, because there was some thinking from Ron Atkinson about putting an extra player on the line to deal with Pearce to help the goalkeeper out. Carlton Palmer had a look to see whether the job should be his, which he is designated for. He decided not to do it, but really he wouldn't have been able to stop that one. Crosby. Now Clough had a look to the left to see what was on before the ball arrived with him. Here comes Pearce. It'll come back for Pearce. He's got his second. And the player Sheffield Wednesday feared the most is making this a disastrous afternoon for Ron Atkinson. He's beaten Chris Turner twice. Once from a free kick, but this very much from free-flowing play. And he rammed it up into the top corner then. Worthington. Well, there's almost silence here from the Sheffield Wednesday supporters, who are starting to comprehend the consequences of this afternoon's events at Hillsborough and at the baseball ground. Franz Carr, Hodge, Jemson, 3-0. Are Sheffield Wednesday surrendering now? Ron Atkinson has done everything to get the team right for this game, but the players have not been able to perform on the pitch to the manager's satisfaction. And Nottingham Forest, as they're quite capable of doing, switch the ball forward with chilling efficiency.
A great finale at Hillsborough. It means Wednesday will play in the second division next season. Forest finished 9th and they retain the Littlewoods Cup. The goal scorers chart. Steve Hodge is top with 14, 2 ahead of Nigel Clough. Gary Crosby has 9, including that cheeky winner over Manchester City. Stuart Pearce also gets 9, a great strike rate for the England left back. But it's Nigel Jemson's goal which earns Forest their major success. The Wembley winner, superbly created by Nigel Clough.
And Jemson with a chance for Forest. He's done it! Forest have snatched the lead.